Hello everyone, wherever you are in the world today. I always introduce like this because, I don't know what else to say to start, because nobody's usually listening to you at first, are they? You switch on to go live and then you look and then somebody comes on, your first one comes on. Izzy, hi Izzy, you're the first one on today, and then usually quite a few come on, and then I explain where I'm fishing. Oh, there's already loads coming on. Richard's watching. Hi Richard. One of my Irish friends. Gary. Hi Gary. I can say hello and talk to people, can't I? While I'm waiting for a few of you to come on and show you, because I'm in a different place today. Surprise, surprise. Adam. Hi Adam. Hi Darren. Kurt. Hi Kurt. Oh, somebody from Romania. And Gareth. Hi, Gareth. Yes, brilliant. Michael. Hi, Michael. Yes, I'm fine, thanks. I'm great. Jack. Good afternoon, Jack. Hi, Thomas. Thomas is listening, but he's not watching. What are you doing, Thomas? Hi, Stephen. How's the hospitals at the moment, Stephen? Are you still flat out? No, I'm not at March. No, I'm not at March, Stephen. I'm going to tell everybody where I am now, because loads of people coming on, as always. Anyway, welcome to everybody, and thank you for joining my live feed today. And I'm on the River Ouse in the town. I don't know whether it's a town or a city. Ely. It's got a big cathedral, so I suppose it's a city, but I've got an idea people say, oh, Ely town. But I'm on the River Ouse. Deep here, really deep. I thought I'd come somewhere. Just another beautiful day, no wind, so just really nice. And I'm catching some, not big skimmers, but quite a few. Hi Steve, yeah, lovely day for it. Marco's watching. Hi Marco. Now, for any of you that are watching, I'm going to go through what I'm doing today. And I may go into too much detail for some of you because I have such a varied audience. But I'd just like to explain what I'm doing, how I'm doing it and why I'm doing it. And I've worked out one or two different things today. So if you hang on and watch, you'll see it's not just a matter of catching, it's how you catch and what you have to do in different situations. Let me show you all where I am anyway. Let's, Stephen said it's getting better. I'm pleased, Stephen, I thought it was. I suppose you'll be vaccinated as well, Stephen, being a key worker. Hi, David. Loads, just so many people. Unbelievable how many people come on. Let me reverse the camera, show you exactly where I am. So this is now that's looking up the river. This really is a cut-off of the main River Ouse. Comes round the back through the city centre. And so comfortable to fish. Look, it's lovely grassy. They call this lovely grassy bank there. There's a path behind there to walk. There's just a nice place. There's a few boats moored up. That's looking downstream. So this is like over there is an island. And the main river's on the other side, but we're still flowing through here and really deep. It must be, I'm guessing, over 4 metres deep. That's why I've come here today, a little bit, so it's a little bit different. I'm catching, I'll go through my float in a minute, but let's have a look and see see what I'm using. I can't get much bait these days, but I've got pinkies. I've got some big maggots, but they're not very nice. They're no black spot in them at all, and not very fresh. There's my ground bait. Really dark ground bait, very sticky. I'm fishing deep water. And there's lots of fish here, small fish, and you don't want too much cloud coming off your ground bait. So if you want to make your ground bait really sticky, let's come back to me let me just show you. There's my shots, because I only use shots on the line because they don't move. Now I'm using this is a hook I'm using today. See it says it's an 18, but it's quite a big 18. Isn't it funny how hooks, depending on the pattern, this is a sphere match, but the 18's more like a 16, but a lovely, just perfect, nicely tied to 010, which is just what I want today. And And I've got an 014 mainline, that's the one I'm using today, that 014. Lovely and strong. I mean, 014, and it's about £5. It's pre-stretched, of course, which all lines are there. And I'm on microbore because I love microbore, but this is deep water, biggish float. So I'm using a 1.5 microbore. That's equivalent to like a number 6. Probably, yeah, number 6 solid, maybe a little bit more than that. What else have I got? I've got nothing else there. I've got a double roller set up there. Just a double roller. So when I'm fishing a double roller, I've got my pole is here, right by there, right by my hand. I'm on the XO sphere. But I just have to, if you can see that it's there. Just on a double roller, so I don't need a front sock. So there I can just slide back nicely. That last roller is set just a little bit below the first one, and I find I can ship out better like that. We'll catch you a fish in a minute. Done enough yakking, haven't I? Let me come back to me for a sec. I'll have to come back to me when I'm catching. Look how many people are on already. Neil Parkinson. Hi, Neil. Neil Parkinson's fresh in his... I don't know, he's probably not fishing. Right, should we try and catch a fish, and I can chat to you what I'm doing when I'm catching a fish. That's just... One of these days I'm going to drop this in. Oh, I haven't got me... I've got a little special attachment that I use. And I don't know where it is. Not in that side, just looking for it. Mustn't rotate my phone. I've got a little attachment I use on my... Excuse me for a minute while I search, because I'm not going to go offline. Got it straight away. Just a little clip that I use. That's it, that's better. I know you can't see me yet, but let me just get it on first. That's it. Now, Bobby, can you see Bobby? Yeah, all right. And get my cap straight. Yeah, that's about right, isn't it? I think you can see me, see what I'm doing. So, it's like my pole. This is a sphere, XO sphere, and it's really, the sections are long, so and I'm fishing top 4 today, but it's like a normal. On most poles, it would be a top 5. That hook is quite big. Quite big. As I say, it says it's an 18, but it's not. It's more like a 16, or maybe even a 15. Double pinky. And what I'm doing, the river's flowing, but it's not hard. It's nice and steady. So I'm cupping in. That ground bait's really sticky. What I did this morning was I liquidised some hemp. And when I mixed up the ground bait, I didn't use water. I just used the liquidised hemp with a bit of water with it, and it makes the ground bait really sticky, so it goes down. The problem here is there's loads of little fish, so anything too cloudy, and then you just attract more and more small fish. I'm catching a few small ones anyway, so long top 4, 2 gram float, it's 4 metres deep, just flowing a little bit. So I've just cupped in really nice hard balls, and I've just before I went live, I cupped in 3 balls with a few pinkies in, not too many. Now, when you come fishing, there's always different ways to present your bait, and today, by far, it's better to just flick your Olivet upstream and just let that bait run over. Just let it run with the flow. Don't stop it. I'm fishing over depth by about probably straight in. Only a small one, this, I think. So I'm fishing over depth probably by about, I don't know, about this much. What's that? Not quite, no, not 10 centimetres, probably 5 centimetres over depth. There's straight away though a roach, look. Not a big one. I'm catching some bigger fish than this. Nice, it's a big hook, that one. Oh, it's 1.5 ounces, that roach, but that was straight away. So I'm flicking that Olivet upstream. There's 2 gram float. There's my Olivet. Let's see if I can show you there. That's a 1 3/4 gram Olivet. I've got 3 number 8 droppers spaced out. Probably can't see them against, probably 20 centimetre hook length, perhaps just over. And yeah, about that much on the bottom, I reckon. So I'm flicking it upstream because I've cupped in. I'm not loose feeding, so all my fish should be on that bait. They should be on those cupped in balls. So I'm flicking it above the bait and just letting it run through. As soon as a fish stops, right, soon as that bait's running through over depth, if a fish just stops, that float will go straight under. It's the best way to see your bites. It's not if it's running hard and you've got to hold it, then you have to fish it different. But I'm just flicking upstream. We used to fish bloodworm a lot like this. So even in flowing water, when the fish are taking it well, just if you flick the Olivet upstream, there's a point where it just the bait almost stops just as it comes over the feed area, and it's a lovely way to catch. But it's the fastest way to see your bite because you imagine it's dragging through, just dragging over depth. And if that float, as soon as that float goes under, the bottom's clean, it's a fish. It's only small. But it's a fish every cast. This is just a small, this is about 1 ounce roach, I suppose. Won't even show you that one, it was so tiny. Bait's still good. 2 pinkies, look, double pinky, but that hook is quite big. It's quite a big hook. But they look enormous, them pinkies, don't they? Oh, we've got loads of people watching. Samantha's watching. Neil Parkerton keeps coming up. His phone must be on the blink. His phone keeps coming up all the time. Oh, I was shipping out then because it's quite shallow close to him. And I hooked a zebra mussel. Or hooked the mussels. Hooked the mussel shipping out. Actually hooked it, that would never have come off. I'll put a new pinky on there. So if I can catch a big skimmer, shall I? Now this eely it's in the fens, part of what they call the fens. This is a River Ouse. And we have had a lot of water through, but it's just steadied up nicely now. In fact, and it's been an overcast morning, but in fact it looks like the sun is just trying to break through, which might make it a pleasant afternoon, mightn't it? It's lovely here. There's quite a few people walking about because it's a popular area. It's right through the town. I've just dropped it in, letting it run, and that's the fastest way to see a bite. If you let it run, you imagine there's that bait, those pinkies are just dragging along the bottom because it's flowing, but not at too much pace so the fish wouldn't take it. Just letting it run down. Letting it run. And every time, this is a tiny one. I'm not going to show you this one. It's so small. Won't put it in my net, that's for sure. But I was off my baited area then. Didn't quite put it in right. Wasn't concentrating enough. And if you flick that Olivet upstream, your bait gets to the bottom quicker. If I went the other way, it would slow the bait down, and we'd get interfered with by really small fish because there is lots here. You wouldn't think in that depth, would you, 4 metres, that they'd be solid with small roach, but it is. Well, it's just nice the way it's flowing. Just letting it run through. There's the odd small fish there. It's lovely. Just lovely to be out. No wind. Makes a difference, doesn't it? When you haven't got any wind, it just makes a difference. Just much better. Looking for one of those. I've been catching some reasonable skimmers up to sort of, well, 5 or 6 ounce, so not bad. Not big, you wouldn't call them big skimmers, but it was very cold this morning. So you wouldn't expect to be catching big fish all the time. Good exercise too, shipping this pole backwards and forwards. Another slightly bigger fish, this one. It's not a skimmer, it's a roach, but reasonable. Just a shame you can't see him. See, they're all right, them ones. Nice roach, about 2 or 3 ounces. Lovely, isn't it? Lovely to be out. Lovely to be out catching. Yeah, it's nice fish, that. Nice fish. So basically I've fed balls, nice sticky balls with that liquidised hemp to make the ground bait more sticky. We used to do that with pigeon muck. If you put, when you're fishing bloodworm and you use fresh pigeon muck, and you actually get it out of a pigeon loft, but it has to be from good racing pigeons. And then you pour boiling very hot water on. You must use rubber gloves when you're doing it, but you get a sort of a greyish liquid. And if you put that with your ground bait for bloodworm fishing, it's really sticky, really lovely. But grilled hemp's a bit like, not grilled hemp, but actually cooked hemp and then liquidise it. It's a bit like that. You get that greyish, and it seems to really stick up the ground bait more than if you just use plain water. Nice today, no wind on the in the trees to make a net. It's just lovely. Who else is watching? I'm getting loads of Steve. Hi, Steve. So I'm just letting it run through. Just waiting for that to go under. You hear the birds singing. It's just beautiful. It's lovely to be out. I'm fishing quite a way out. I'm fishing sort of, probably 12.5 metres. Almost down the middle of the river. Just a little bit short, but probably the deepest part of the river. So I say 4 metres, quite a depth. I thought I'd catch some bigger roach, but the bigger fish seem to be the sort of like the 5 and 6 ounce skimmers. Just letting it run through, waiting for the fish to stop it. And that's the best way. If you can imagine, your float's running through at a reasonable pace, and if that just shoots under because a fish has stopped the bait. I fish a lot like this on the River Ouse. Lovely way to fish. Because the speed of catching is always about the speed of the bite. So seeing the bite, letting it run through. Dave. Hi, Dave. So I'm running exactly over where I've cupped in. And I cupped in 3 good-sized balls just before I went live, so there was a bit of feed in there. I'm in again. Just a nice way to fish, and that elastic's just about perfect. It's a small skimmer, I think, this one. Maybe a hybrid, that. Yeah, that's definitely a hybrid. Look, see it? It's a cross between a roach and a bream. And a hybrid fights harder. You know, a hybrid will fight harder than a roach, and fight harder than a roach and harder than a bream as well, of equivalent size. I've only put 1 rig up today. Keep it simple. You don't want to be putting up a load of gear. So I'll catch another one. Have you had enough? Let's see if I'm trying to catch one of them slightly bigger skimmers if I can. But the most important thing about today is how you're running your bait over your feed. Drop your olivet upstream and let your bait run down. So your bait will be following your float, won't be in front of your float. It doesn't matter, because as soon as a fish stops that, your float goes straight under. Mustn't, if anything, your float wants to be a little bit of your bristle showing because you're dragging on the bottom. And you still see your bite. Missed. Bobby does miss the odd bite. Can't hit everyone, can I? Flow seems to have picked up a little bit. Probably happens here, I don't know why. But as I say, we're just off the main river. You just get that little period as you flick your olivet in. You just get a period of when the float almost stands still, and then it picks up, and you hope that the fish get hold of it then. Just nice, it's challenging, but it's just a lovely way to fish. Gavin, another stressful day for you. Yes, Gavin, yeah, I'm at work today. They let me out. This is about 20 miles from my home. It's called East, the region would be East Anglia, the Fens. And in the UK, it's about, what's the time? 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock Greenwich Mean Time. So 3 in the afternoon, and it looks like that we might be getting a bit of sun soon. Pace has definitely picked up. Definitely as if somebody is, I don't know why it's picked up, because we haven't had any rain lately. I might have to go on to holding the float a little bit if it picks up too much, because it was just quite steady at first. The fish might want the bait slowed up a little bit. I'm still catching though. As I say, at that depth, you wouldn't think there'd be any small fish there, would you? There's a little skimmer, this one, I think. Yeah, this is a little, well, yeah, a little tiny skimmer, not, probably a bit like those fish I catch at March, where they call them silver bream. Yeah, just about one every cast, so. Just nice to be out. Don't forget cricket's on this Thursday morning. Don't think we're going to win though, because they're on the same venue as where we lost the last match. Not the same wicket, but I bet it won't be much different. Right near a railway line here as well, but it's lovely. Lots of people here, and it's just a lovely, clean place to fish. So I'm trying to drop exactly over where I've fed those, put 3 good sized balls in, and just letting it run through, and drag on the bottom as it runs through. Can only do it where the bottom's really clean, which it is here. Mo, hi David. Billy Harris, another great day for our great Bob Nut. That's from Billy. Hello, my daughter's watching. Hello, darling. Yeah, my daughter's watching me today. I thought I'd stay on until she came to watch. Usually missing it. She's usually asleep. So this is a different venue. Big flowing river here. But a fish every cast. Those hooks are nice too. They're nice. Not everybody, it's only a small roach, this one. Not everybody can tie spade in hooks, can they? And this one, I've just got it straight out of this. So there's the hook. I've just got it straight out. They're 18s. Straight out of the pack. They're ready tied to 010. Perfect. You know, when you're on this live feed, when you reverse the camera, it makes you look left-handed when you're looking at it. It's not like doing a normal video. It just reverses everything. I've had loads of people say, "Are you left-handed?" No, I'm not left-handed. So I've got that on a double roller for that shipping out. So I can just Don't have to use a pole sock. Go out, lift the pole up, and just drop that olivet above my feed. Goes down quicker too in flow. When you flick your bait, when you flick your olivet up, it will go down quicker. It'll go down faster than if you drop your olivet downstream. And then just watch. Just let it run over. As soon as the float goes under, then that's a fish. Every time. Good, and a reasonable strike. Because you've got a big float, you want a reasonable strike. You're fabulous fishing, really. It's a nice roach coming in. Look. 3 Ozzer. But that elastic is perfect. I can lift these 3 ounce fish without any problem. Look. Beautiful fish too. Just double pinky. And that's running at a reasonable pace, so I'm not slowing it up. I'm just letting it run, and then you see the bite quicker. So I fish a lot like this on the air with caster. Just flicking it upstream, letting it run, and don't seem to miss many bites like that. Just imagine the bait, the float's in front of the bait, so it's going like that. As soon as a fish touches that bait, the float will go under, won't it? Whereas sometimes when you're holding it the other way and hanging on to it, you don't always see the bite as quick. But it is, you can't do it when it's really tasty. One more. Shall I catch you one more? Oliver. Oh, see, greetings from Germany. Love your videos. It's nice. All I get is nice comments. I don't know why. I just get nice comments when I'm on. I'm going to catch 1 or 2 more for you, and then I'm going to sneak a cup of tea if I can. Just letting it run. Just don't worry about it. There's the bite. Every time a winner. I wish you could see the float going through and how good it's working. Just a lovely way to fish. Another nice roach. Not quite as big as that last one. There. So I'm using a 2 gram DT. D-Tans only makes lovely floats. DT Nevis floats. He made them to my design. Brown and we used to do a float called a Nevis, and he's made it exactly the same shape, except it's like a compressed polystyrene now. So every float is exactly the same size. So if you get 10 2 grammers, they all take exactly the same. I know I put a 1 3/4 gram olivet, and then I put 5 number 8 shot. Now number 8 shot is 0.07, so that's another 0.3 of a gram roughly. So the float's just over 2 grams. 2 pinkies. That hook. I'm hardly losing a fish on that hook. Just perfect. Nicely tied too. I don't like tying hooks. I hate tying hooks. So when you can get a good hook tied properly, no problem. Been fishing with it all day. Last one, is it? Paul Williams. Hi, Paul. Martin. Hi, Martin. I saw you fishing this morning, Martin.
Hello, Bob.
Oh, yeah, I'm on live.
Oh, sorry, mate.
That's all right. Couldn't talk. Oh, I know who it is. How are you doing?
All right.
I've just had a Tony Dawson, a fishing friend of mine. We used to fish together. He just come and said, "Hello, Bob." He's interrupted my live feed, hasn't he? I'm about to stop anyway, Tone. No, that's all right. It's unbelievable how quick I can catch now. I've nearly finished now. Bobby lost that one. Went straight in and it went straight under. Right, last fish. Last fish coming up. Just looking to see who's watching Mark. Yeah, we've still got loads of people on. It's So it's all about the speed of the bite, watching your float go through. Flicking upstream, letting it run through. And all I'm looking for is for the float to drag under. And I have to watch me float today. I missed a bite then. Miss odd bites, but it happens. Sharon, well done, Bobby. That's my daughter. Well done, Bobby. Martin asked, what time did you start? Why time? No, I didn't start until late. I haven't been fishing that long. Been fishing just over 2 hours, I think. It was a bit cold early this morning. I was off my feed then. You've got to get that bait above your feet. And then let it settle just before it goes over your ground bait. Like now it's going over where I cupped in. And you get your fish. So this is the last one. That's enough of me now, haven't you? It's only a smallish, but this is a little, one of those, like a little skimmer. I think it's one of those silver bream. Seems to be a lot of those here. That's a nice one to finish with, isn't it? Well, I hope you've learnt something today. Exactly how to fish in a river that's flowing in deep water. Cup your ground bait in. You don't want too many small fish if you use a really cloudy ground bait. So your ground bait nice and sticky. A few pinkies, a bit of worm in it, just to get the fish there. Great, well, there's loads of people coming on. Well, thank you very much for joining my live feed today. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've learnt something. You can always learn something, can't you? Whatever you do, there's always something that I find, even now I learn. So it's good. But appreciate everybody for watching, wherever you are in the world today. Lovely. Great. Thank you for joining my live feed. And I will finish it and then I'll post it. So those of you that unfortunately have to work, well, I'm working, aren't I? We're getting short of time now. Oh well. Yeah, we are getting short of time, Robbie says. Okay, I'm going to finish. Thanks for watching my live feed. Bye, everybody. Bye.